After repelling out chunks, Mario and company followed the Floro-Sapiens underground. Was the hideout of the Floro-Sapiens just up ahead? Wow, it's dark and narrow. Hey, who kicked me? Sorry, all me. Our heroes followed the long, dark corridor, listening to the echoes of their own voices. Except since I didn't make any effort to do any different voices, that was all just the same person talking to himself. So, it's up to you to decide who it was.
He kicked himself.
As they groped their way along, the light at the end of the tunnel...
I'm sorry, keep going.
It doesn't just mean that, you know!
I'm sorry, keep going. Ignore me.
They had finally arrived at the inner sanctum of the Floro-Sapiens. The Cragnons kidnapped from downtown of Crag had to be around here somewhere.
Chapter 5-3. A crack in the dark.
Hey there, Ultizeta here, with Tor Kirby.
I'm Tor Kirby. And that guy he just mentioned.
Yeah, you're just that guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I hear the music for a second? It is! This is music. I love this music. It's so funky fresh.
Are you satisfied?
I am. You can turn down the volume now.
I accidentally just turned off the TV.
Oh, it's my guy. I get to do Flint, right?
Yes. If I can.
Coming to you live from the foul darkness that the Floro-Sapiens call home. Lesser Cragnons would weep softly. No one has set foot in this cave and emerged alive. But some make history with sheer gall and willpower. And Flint Cragley is such a man. Cragley ho! Into the Floro-Sapiens Cave of Doom! A Flint Cragley crag-trotting adventure! No, wait a second. That'll never play well in Mystics. How about... Cragley ho! Taste danger! Flint Cragley versus a recraginated mummy in Floro-Sapiens Cavern Central. I wonder if that'll test well with a weekend audience. Those Cragnons, I didn't finish that sentence.
They're fickle.
Fickle.
Excuse me, sir?
Cragley ho! Suddenly, out of the cave mists, mysterious, slavering creatures lurched into view. Did they hope to dine on the fillet of Cragley? Would our hero meet their mandibles? Tune in after this brief commercial break to witness a torrid conclusion. Great, cut, print, wrap it. Now, what do you adults want? What are you doing here? No, I like the other voice. I don't want to go that route. Huh? You're on a quest to find treasure called the Pure Heart? Spectacular, just fabulous, all-time coincidence. That's what it is. Just great to meet fellow adventurers. Really, it is. I'm ecstatic about this.
Your eyebrows really tell you that.
Your posture. Listen, call me Flint. I'm a heck of a guy to know. Best crag trotter of all time. You may know me from Flint Cragley, Crag Trotter, which airs weekly on Cragavision. His face reminds me of the Finder icon on Max. Anyways, that's why I pretended to be kidnapped. I'm filming another epic show. Unfortunately, my idiot crew wandered off somewhere. So unprofessional. I turned away for a second, and they vanished into the foul blackness of this cave. The worst part is, they have the key that'll get me deeper into this infernal abyss. You there! If you run into my crew, tell them I'm waiting and stopping impatiently. Stop. Pure adventure personified thanks you kindly. That was weird. That was a weirdly phrased sentence.
If we run into them, fine. Well, that sure is a character.
Flint Cragley! Cragley ho! I spent a good amount of time figuring out what kind of voice to give this guy.
He's the entire reason why I had cake in this chapter.
I would originally wanted to do chapter 3 because of Francis. Yeah, that's a guy.
Yep.
Did you explain who you wanted originally for that chapter 2, or who was going to be in the chapter?
I did not, mostly because I don't know if they would want that.
Oh, okay.
So, but
wait,
yeah,
there's
there
a guy over there. You didn't see the guy?
Yeah, but he's bad because he's kind of brainwashed.
Oh, that's right.
So if you touch him, you lose points.
Yeah.
That's why I completely ignored him. I probably should have mentioned something about that. Hey, look, it's Spunias!
Spinia.
Actually, this is a Spania. The Spunias is the pink one.
And Spinia is the green one.
Did I ever at all mention like my weird connection with Spinia and Spania and Spunia? I don't think I ever have.
Is it a 1,000-year door thing?
Sort of.
I don't think so. Why don't you enlighten us, Alti?
Well, it's kind of stupid. I would imagine...
That's a good way to start a story.
I would imagine most people here, they know I do comics and stuff. And the first one I ever put online was Yoshi and Kirby. That's kind of the one that kind of jump-started me. But it was not the first comic I ever made. No. I made much worse than Yoshi and Kirby originals back in Photoshop when I was learning it.
Go on.
I had some of the worst comics ever.
Oh, damn.
This isn't related to the Spinia thing, but like...
Oh, well, okay.
Well, I mean, it sort of is, but it's like... I had one comic that was like... One of them was like a Mario, Luigi, and a Buzzy Beetle. All in the same static pose, mind you, because I didn't know how to apparently choose different poses. In a white blank space, with no backgrounds whatsoever, in square individual pixel, in square individual boxes as each panel, and not like actual panels of any sort of comic. It was just a single panel thing. So it was bad in that sense. But also, they were on a quest to find the 4 switches of Super Mario World, which for some reason were stolen by Bowser minions. And...
Not Bowser himself, Bowser's minions.
I remember one of them was a Boo. And then I also remember I had, like, a laser drone from the game N show up for no reason, and he was initially, like, a bad guy, but then he became a good guy. It was very weird and stupid. So that's just one example, but the one that kind of brought up this whole concept was... I had this weird thing one day I found on the Spriter's resource, I think. Or something like that. I found the Paper Mario 1,000-Year Door, like, images of enemies. So for some reason I decided that it would be a good idea to try and make a comic out of those, except they didn't have they didn't have any more than one pose.
Oh no.
So I just kind of...
Wait, was this before they had, like, the individual body parts in the sheet?
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
I don't think it was Spriter's resource, I think it was actually just, like... Actually, it might have been Spriter's resource, but they had the individual body parts, but then they had a sample of what it was meant to look like, and I just took the sample. that sounds...
Completely disregarded everything else.
Yeah, I wouldn't have put them all together. I wouldn't have been able to get rid of the blank space. I actually remember what made me learn how to get rid of blank space, properly. But I'll explain that after this story. Okay. But like, the only thing I actually remember from this thing, it was basically just like the enemies are the focus of the comic, and it's just kind of like silly, like, oh, what if you're seeing the enemies from behind the scenes? And I guess they're in a Bowser's castle, except it's all white and stupid and dumb. But the characters I chose to be the main characters were Spinia, Spania, and Spunia.
Yeah.
And there's only one thing that I remember from this. One thing.
Okay.
Just I want you to try and guess what kind of stupid 4-panel scenario I tried to make.
Spinia, and Spunia.
The comic I remember only had Spinia.
Only Spinia, okay. Was it like a pun of Spinia? Of some
No,
sort?
it was not.
Was it, I don't know.
Well, let me tell you.
This is really cool, by the way, what's going on in the game.
It's like
I always
Donkey
like
Kong.
this
Mine karting. Anyways, the Spirio was walking to the left, and by walking I mean kind of like shuffling, I guess, because I mean he doesn't have legs. He's kind
Sliding, yeah.
Sure, whatever. So he was walking, and there was a bunch of enemies lined up, and he just kept saying their names. So it's like Dry Bones, Goomba, Koopa Troopa. And he kept doing that for 3 panels, and in panel 4, it was something like, and finally I reached the end of the lunch line to get insert really stupid, sort of gross-sounding lunch here. And then I remember it was a Dry Bones at the end who turned around and said, "You're weird." That's it! That's the comic!
Okay, alright.
I thought it was a good idea, apparently!
That's really funny. I mean, yeah, I'm...
Don't patronize me!
You know, I feel like you've mentioned that to me at some point. Because I actually... Am I the only one who, like, correlates Spinias with, like, cheeseburgers or hamburgers?
I think there was, like, a hamburger Spinia helper for Luigi at some point planned.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's why. But even before then, I remember, like, that first encounter of the Spinia in Rogueport Sewers. I'm just like, that's a cheeseburger. Wow, I want a cheeseburger now. And first I wanted soup, then carry out, then I'll still never get over that joke.
It was so perfect because it was genuine.
I didn't know you were talking about carry.
Hey, you not mind controlled? You escaped from processing center, bruh? Monzo maybe ought to take director there. Maybe Sprout on head bail him out. You're one of that craggy gentleman's crew members? He requested your return. What? You know director? So that where he was. Aw, he told Monzo wait here, but Monzo bet he forgot 1 second later. Job of Monzo really lame. Thanks, brah. Monzo, head back now.
Oh, poor guy. Guess Monzo really had a Mondo tough job. Or boring job, I don't know.
You tried.
I did. That's all that matters. It was still funnier than your Spinia comic. I'm sorry.
I'm not even gonna argue that.
Hey, you got the Spinia card.
Yep, I did. Anyways, that's all that's there. Oh yeah, anyways.
As we go back.
My story of how I learned how to, in Photoshop, get rid of the blank space.
Oh yeah, the blank space.
So Photoshop's
real
default
story.
like settings for the magic wand tool, which like selects all of a certain color. Photoshop's default settings are based on, I think it's alias it's called, where it's like it kind of bleeds into a sprite or something like that.
That's tolerance, yeah.
So I didn't realize that. So whenever I tried to like get sprites, they would always kind of, if I tried to do that, they would always kind of like bleed into the sprite, and it was just kind of like ew and ugly, and it never looked right. And even back then, I knew it didn't look right, so I just kind of didn't do it often. So there was that.
I'm not yawning at your story, by the way. I'm just keep going.
I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, so there's that. But the Photoshop project that kind of got me to learn how to do that, I remember distinctly what it was that I was trying to figure out.
And
but
what was it?
I was before This is actually an interesting thing because it's kind of also partially the origination of my username. Before, way back in 2009, this was after the whole galactic... No, it was... Why did I do that? Where did that name come from? Why was I stupid? Anyways... 2009, I came across Starman.net, which, for those who don't know, isn't... Stupid D-pad. It's
not a stupid D-pad, it's an Earthbound.
It's an Earthbound website thing, and I remember
it's like the ultimate Earthbound fan site.
Well, you're pretty close with saying that specifically in that way. I saw that, and I saw it's kind of like guides for the games, Earthbound Beginnings, and Mother 3. So I saw that, and I was like, this is really cool. I want to make one for Kirby.
A guide, you mean?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So then I began a process of doing that. So I started playing a bunch of games on emulator. I played through Kirby's Dream Land, Kirby's Squeak Squad, I remember. I got a bunch of sprites, and I just kept getting like a bajillion different kinds of sprites.
Whoa,
to make the ultimate Kirby guide, as I called it.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
And then when so I started learning how to like kind of take sprites from sprite sheets, and I learned how to go into like an emulated game and like hit print screen and then get rid of like the background and like just get the sprite. That's how I got Bubble Kirby, I remember, from Kirby Squeak Squad, because that never got sprites ripped of it for some reason. Anyways,
wow,
so I learned how to get Photoshop sprites to look proper because of that, because of the Ultimate Kirby Guide, and that's also where I got my username from, because when I joined the Brawl in the Family forums a little bit after that, I was like, I want to be known for the Ultimate Kirby Guide. So I named myself Ultimate Kirby 1221, because 1221 is my birthday. And so that's where Ultimate Kirby came from, and then a little bit later I was like...
And thus Ultimate Yoshi, and thus Ultizeta.
Yeah, because it was like, I kind of am tired of... I kind of like Yoshi a little bit more than Kirby right now, so I was like...
Gasp.
So I was like, I'm gonna change my name to Ultimate Yoshi, and then I dropped the 1221, and that was that. That's where Ultimate Yoshi came from. And now I'm Ultizeta, and that's just the Zeta name, just because it sounds cool.
Neat.
Yep. So that's my story. Oh, anyways, the enemy that I distinctly remember trying to get from a sprite sheet, but it wasn't working, and I had to learn how to do the aliasing, or anti-aliasing, whatever it is. That stuff always confuses me. I was doing it on FanFan.
FanFan, aw.
Good old frickin' FanFan.
Oh, FanFan.
Whoa, where in Crag you guys come from? Serious, who are you, brah? You're part of Flint's crew, are you not? He's been looking for you. What? You know where Director is. Oh, that where he is. Thanks. Hornfell's held back now. But first, you see other crew Kragnons with little Sprout on top of head? Fluorosapiens using Sprouts to mind control Kragnons. They see you, they attack. Don't let guard down, brah. Crag later. You.
He seems kind of, taking this whole situation well.
His entire race is being enslaved. It's no big deal.
Yeah. We don't like them anyway. That one guy, that guy in the front, took that... Oh, you didn't kill him. He took some money from him and he never returned it. So, yeah, you can't really trust a guy after that spiel.
I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do now. I think there was only 2 members.
I'm not entirely sure what I'm saying.
I don't remember. Chapter 5 is weird to me.
Are there only 2 crew members?
I think there might have been. I mean, I think...
I would suggest going back to Cragley.
I'll give that a shot.
Damn it, tasty Starbit so I can snack on? I'm so hungry.
Oh right, they have a key.
Hey!
So I think we need to go up and talk to them, and then they have a key.
That would probably be the key to victory.
Yay.
In a miraculous twist of events, I was reunited with my faithful camera Caragnons. Wait, how is he recording everything without the camera guy and the boom operator?
He just kind of is in character all the time.
Alright, that I can believe. But there was no time for celebration. We had to swoop to the aid of the kidnapped. With danger nibbling our heels, we ventured deeper into the forbidding cave. To do so, we used the key to the last opened door in the Forsaken Labyrinth. So, you do have the key, right? Let me grab that. That's you.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
that's me. Was that you cragging me? You never gave key.
Oh, really?
What? What? Key?
Yes, genius, a key. Wait, don't tell me you don't have it either.
Yeah, bruh, I had key, but...
Ah, yes, so you do have it. Good show, yes. Give it here, quickly now.
No, bruh. Had key, but not have key.
Oh. You lost it? A tragic crew blunder ruins Cragley. How had the gods of adventure forsaken us?
Nah, bruh. See, Cragley say, you lose this, so Cragley hold on to it. Cragley got key, bruh.
Preposterous! If such a claim were true, there would be evidence in my pocket, which there isn't. Cragley Ho! I love this guy. A miracle struck, as if by magic. The long-lost key had returned to my pocket. The cave defied Cragnon comprehension. It was a place of purest miracles.
Cragley's space key, huh? Yeah, totally.
Lucky turn of events finding that key. I'm sure everyone contributed somehow.
Big surprise.
Now onward! We must make our way to the last unopened door, to the horrid depths. If my research is correct, and it always is, then this key should open that door. Of course, through the door may lie a trap that will devour us all. Ho ho ho! What's that? You say you won't open? You want to open the door, no matter what lie in the wait? Wow. Tremendous!
We're both having this.
What?
We're both having those moments.
Yeah, he talks too fast. He talks too fast for my comprehension. Tremendous! Such bravery!
Who else could comprehend such crag?
I was planning on opening it myself, of course, but since you seem so passionate... Not that I'm afraid or anything, don't be ridiculous. I mean, that's laughable. As a fellow crag trotter, I know the hardy thrill of the hunt. I'll yield to your lead.
We got a cave key.
We'll head down first and await you by the door. Come down when you're ready. See you in 2 ticks. Tick, tick.
Tick.
Tick. Tick? Tick.
You taking this so seriously really ticks me off.
You taking this so seriously ticks me off too.
Minecart ride!
Woo!
Whee! Yay!
Man, they don't have a... Too bad they don't have a minecart to ride all the way over here. This is a long chapter.
Yep. I think this is the last room though. Especially because there's a megastar.
Yeah. This seems very familiar.
Well,
My
it should. You've
vague-
played this game before.
Yeah, in my vague Super Paper Mario memory. Oh man, Ulti scanned in Pixel Mario amiibo.
Oh, there's something back there.
This is a Wii U game, right?
Well, I'm playing it on the Wii U.
It wasn't a close to original Wii U launch game, wasn't it? When did this game come out? Did it?
2007.
It was yeah, 2007.
It was the first Mario game on the Wii.
Right. I remember getting that. I
And a
remember
chapter!
getting it- Whoa. Okay, bye.
Just kind of happened.
End of chapter.
Probably should have waited for you to finish your thought. Too late now.
Yo.